Hey everybody, today we're gonna do a little video on the replacement of a battery in a Nintendo NES cartridge. So as you may have noticed, if you've got any old games that aren't saving anymore, because some of these games, like this one in particular, have a battery in them. And when the battery goes dead, which they will in a game that's 20 to 30 years old like this one, you will no longer be able to save games. So we got here Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. It's also got a little bit of a shake in here, you hear that? There you go. I think it's a piece of plastic broken on the inside. So we're also going to see what that's all about. I got a feeling one of the little supports are broken that hold the game in place, and that actually holds it, keep the game itself from moving around. We'll see about maybe gluing that back together just to make sure the game doesn't, shift inside or anything like that. So, all right, let's get started. We're going to start taking this thing apart. So what I got here is we're gonna need a couple little specialized tools. Special little bit. Looks like a little flower, if you can see that. Little security bit. And that's going to take out the 3 screws on the back of this thing. So let's do that. And there we go. Ah, there's that little piece of plastic I heard flying around in there. Just like I figured. These things seem to break a lot sometimes from the cartridge. They're just getting pushed in and out. So here's our game board. And here is the battery that we're going to replace. So as you can see on the back here, we got these 2 little tabs where the battery pins just push through. We're going to desolder these, pull it out, and we got a replacement battery that we're going to put in. But first, I think we're going to go ahead and glue this little piece of plastic back down, which is going to help hold the game in place. Let's see, where does this thing actually go? Yep, right there. All right, so that's gonna be a little tricky. I'm gonna grab some super glue and we're gonna glue that down. And then we'll go ahead and take care of the battery. So I'm gonna get the soldering iron heated up and we'll pull that out. And then we're going to test the game when we're done. We're going to make sure it actually saves for us. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, good old Gorilla Glue, some super glue. So I'm going to glue this piece down. Put on my cheaters first because I can't really see. So let's go ahead and get this little guy glued down right here real quick. Get the board out of the way. Last thing I want to do is get glue in it. Probably wouldn't hurt it anyway though. Alright, let's see here. A little dab ought to do. And there we go. See that right there? That's the little guy we just glued right back down. All right, so we'll put that aside and on to the main task at hand. We're going to, whoa, take these off, I can't see. So we're going to go ahead now and get the soldering iron heated up. I don't think it's ready yet. We'll check that, and we will go ahead and desolder the battery. Cool. Okay, so here's what we're going to be using. We've got just a little old solder sucker. You might have seen one of my other videos when we did the Joust battery replacement, actually, on the arcade game. We replaced the little 3 AA battery pack with a button saw battery, kind of similar to this. So I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that video out too. So anyway, same thing. We're going to use little solder sucker here. Very easy. Push that down, and that sucks up the solder once you've heated it up. So we're going to go ahead and get to put the cheaters on. And let's first off, let's recoat this soldering iron with a little bit of flux here and clean it off. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, so first thing we're going to do is apply a little fresh solder to the back of this before we suck it out. It helps give you a nice clean comes off a lot better. All right. Might have to do this a couple times. It's a pretty big solder joint. This thing does tend to make a little bit of a mess too. All right, let's see what that did. There we go. All right, let's see how it looks. Make sure I didn't damage anything. That side looks fine. So I'm gonna grab this piece of solder braid and just clean up these little contacts a little bit better, and get a little alcohol and just clean up around here. Make sure I didn't do any you know, damage to the board. I was having a hard time with the soldering iron. I just I don't think it's getting hot enough. I'm not sure my soldering iron's working too well, but it did the job. It looks pretty good. So let me grab the soldering braid really quick and clean that up a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and put the new battery in. Alright, so I determined part of the problem was not the soldering iron, but the glasses. I had to go out and grab the other pair of cheaters. These are much stronger, so maybe now I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. And these are a lot more stylish too. So let's go ahead and clean these up really quick. Just got the soldering braid. And we're just going to clean up some of these solder pads. Okay, I think that'll be fine. All right, gonna use a little bit of just regular old alcohol now, 91% isopropyl alcohol, and just clean up the board a little bit, and we'll be ready to solder the new battery on. So that'll do. A little alcohol. What I mainly want to do is get a good look at it with these other glasses on and make sure I didn't damage any of the traces, because I was getting a little bit rough with the batteries. I couldn't get it to come out. It was kind of stuck in there. So, but it looks fine. Give that a good cleaning. Yeah. Looks pretty good. All right, just tidy up this area a second, and I'll show you the battery that I got. So I got a little pack of these, came in little individual packs. Not that that really matters, but at least they're packed pretty well. And let's see. So these are exactly what was in there. CR2032s, I believe. That one's got the tab right over it. Let's see what the old one's saying. Yep, they're 2032s. So all we gotta do is pay attention to our positive and negative, and we're gonna just slide this thing right in and solder it down. You know what, I think really quick, you know what? I did order these things off of Amazon. You know what, let me grab the voltmeter really quick, and test the voltage on this thing, make sure the batteries are actually even good, because that would really suck if I stick the battery in and the battery's dead, then we gotta take it out and start all over. So hang on, let me run down to the garage, grab the voltmeter really quick, and let's double check this to make sure the battery's actually good. I'll be right back, hang on one sec. All right, we are back, and let's go ahead and give the battery a quick check. I just want to double check before I go ahead and stick this thing in. And yeah, 3.4 volts. We are fine. All right, so that's good. Let's go ahead and put the glasses back on. And so let's see here, positives on this side. There we go. Okay. So we'll just fold these over the way the other ones were. These are a little different size. They're a lot thinner, but it's not going to matter. Okay, let's grab some fresh solder and get some more flux on here. Let me change these glasses out again. Those are a little too magnified. Let's go back to these. I don't need to see that close anymore. Let's clean off this soldering iron. Try to re-tin this thing. It's pretty damn dirty. Ah, looks good. All right, let's go ahead and solder these down. Okay. That should do it. Gonna go ahead and clean that up again with a little alcohol real quick. Just like to keep the board clean. Alright. Gonna just check continuity one more time too. Just check the put that on little diode test there. And we'll just check it on, and there we go. Right there, right there. So we should be good. And it all looks pretty clean. So we will go ahead and put this back together real quick and stick the cartridge in the NES. And we'll see if we can, we'll try to create a new game. We'll save it, we'll turn it off, turn it on, and we'll see if it works. So let's go ahead and put that in. So we're all put back together. No rattling pieces anymore. Cartridge is in there. Well, game pack is in there, nice and secure. The board ain't wiggling around no more like it was. And let's go ahead. We're gonna put it in the Nintendo. Let's see if it saves like it's supposed to now. All right, we got the game in and it's working. So now the real test is we're gonna go ahead and start a new game. And save it, reset it, make sure it's still there. So let's see here, register your name. And let's just say Mike. Let's start. We'll just walk around a few minutes, you know, check out the first little map and make sure it's working. So now that this game, hopefully it's going to work, I'm going to find out in a second. I'm going to go ahead and do a full playthrough of the game. I'll put a link to my my Twitch channel. If anybody wants to check it out on Twitch, I'm probably going to go ahead and stream the whole game from, you know, beginning to end, over time, of course, now that I can save the game. And should be pretty fun if you want to hang out. Doesn't she usually talk to you? What's her deal? There you go. Turn the crystal to the palace. Sure. So, alright, good enough. Let's go ahead and reset it. And we're gonna see if it's saved or not. So, hang on. All right, just reset the game. And let's hit start, and there I am. Cool. All right, so like I said, the game now saves. So if any of you have trouble with old Nintendo games, there was some old, I'm not really sure. I know NES had some, Super Nintendo, I think the Game Boy Advance maybe, I forget. But either way, there was a lot of them that took batteries to save games. So you're gonna need just a couple of things. You're gonna need some of these tools, like the special little security bit to take the cartridges apart. You're gonna need this, and there's another little special screwdriver somewhere. This little thing has got some weird, like, it almost looks like a fill-up. It's like a tri-tip looking thing. And I think they call it a tri-wing. And this will open up some of the other cartridges maybe, or the Nintendo, some of the consoles. I actually forget. I don't even know. I didn't need this though. All I needed was this one bit. And the kit actually came with two sizes. One of them I think opened, this bigger one opens up the NES cartridges, and the smaller one opens up the NES, and probably the Game Boy ones, I'm sure, because it's smaller. So anyway, I got, like I said, a little kit that came with the 2 bits with the handle and the little screwdriver and 5 batteries. I got that on Amazon. It was like $14 or $15. So if anybody's interested in that, I'll put a link in the description for this little kit. You know, it's, you know, well worth 15 bucks for a few little tools and 5 batteries. So not a bad deal at all. So all right, pretty cool. Thanks everybody for watching. And like I said, I'll put links to all this stuff in the description. I'll put a link to my Twitch channel if anybody wants to see the gameplay of the game. Me and Princess Leia is her name. My wife Leah. We're gonna go ahead and she likes to play these games too. So she'll, you know, be my map navigator, and I'll play and we'll hang out and talk and have a lot of fun. So go ahead and check that out. If you like the video, think about you know, subscribing, and look out for more videos. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.